We've talked about GTA, guys, the Grand Theft Auto series, one of the most popular franchises of all time in gaming. And we've talked, about the past of GTA, the present, and what the future looks like in the Grand Theft Auto universe. And we're going to continue that here today, guys, with this first segment of the show. Which, by the way, you guys can check out all of the Grand Theft Auto content on the YouTube channel here. But in today's, in this segment of the show, I want to talk about GTA 6 and the top 5 things that we want in GTA 6. And, guys, this game hasn't been announced yet. It hasn't been 100% confirmed by Rockstar, but it is very much so to be believed that this is the next game up and coming from Rockstar after the announcement that Bully 2 was actually canceled. There can be only so many different games that Rockstar are most likely working on. They could be working on a new IP altogether. Max Payne 4 is most likely somewhere down the road, but I don't think it's quite yet. I think that GTA 6 is absolutely going to be the next thing. You could, of course, see LA Noire 2 potentially. Who knows, maybe even a new Manhunt game. But I think GTA 6 is the best bet for the next game coming out from Rockstar, their most popular game at the very least. And I think, guys, there's a lot of speculation, lots of rumblings about what this game could be all about. So we're going to be basing this top 5, guys, on the things that we want. And when I say we, guys, I'm going to be talking about myself here and my opinions. Some of you may share very similar opinions, but you might not. I just want to know what your top 5 things you guys want in GTA 6 are in the comment section down below. So let's get into it. So coming in, guys, at number 1 for me is a new story altogether. I'm going to kind of get to how I would like to see that these stories kind of somewhat come together in one way, shape, or form in the GTA universe. But GTA 6, guys, I want it to be a new story, right? It was great playing, GTA 5 and those characters and starting to really, connect with those characters and such. But I'd really like to see, even though you could easily continue onwards with, from GTA 5 and kind of do a direct continuation, which is a definite possibility. I just think that GTA does such a good job, or Rockstar that is, does a really good job of kind of separating each of these games. When you're playing Nico in GTA 4, then you're playing Franklin or Michael in GTA 5. I think they do a really good job of really creating these characters and giving them almost a voice within this universe, and it's something that we really enjoy as players. And so I'd like to see a new story. I want to see new characters, guys. I wouldn't mind, of course, seeing some existing characters come into the fray. I also would like to see some new enemies, obviously, as well as new locations. There's a ton of talk that we might be going back to Vice City, over to San Andreas, back here or there. Tons of speculation. I actually want to see a new location altogether. Now, what I will say about that is this. I like seeing some existing locations that we've already experienced and kind of just, with updated graphics and things of that nature. But I also like seeing mainly new locations. So it'd be nice to kind of still have that feel of GTA, that kind of, feel of like this, things that are familiar to us within this world. And then, of course, having things that are different, I think is really important as well. And that leads us, also to the enemies, guys. Wanting to have, new types of enemies, new enemies that we're going up against. I think that's something that really makes this, is going to kind of set this game apart from like the other Grand Theft Auto games. Coming in number 2, guys, I'd like to see more customization, whether we're talking from, the multiplayer perspectives, whether we're talking from a campaign perspective. I'd like to see more customization. So we'll kind of start with the campaign here. I want to see more customization, guys, whether we're talking about our character, the different clothes that our character is wearing, to, being able to really customize those things, giving, whatever it is with our character, just having more customization options, as well as the different weapons, as well as the different vehicles you're using and utilizing at your disposal in the campaign. I want to see all of those things that we're really able to, continue customizing. Grand Theft Auto has done a great job, or Rockstar that is, has done a great job with this franchise, having ways in which we can customize things and kind of traverse the world in a way that we want. And I think that we can continue doing that, or Rockstar can continue doing that moving into GTA 6, especially because most likely it's going to be coming out on the next-gen consoles, which is going to be, the upgraded hardware. And then, guys, the second part of this from a multiplayer perspective, I also would like to just see more ways that we can customize different, like I said, our character, vehicles, having, more of a, even a bigger like rank up system and things of that nature that really get us to, put in the time that we want into the game, and you can kind of show those things off to the whole world. I'd also like, getting back to the campaign, I'd like to see a longer campaign. I'd like to see a longer drawn out campaign. They've done a pretty good job, actually, guys, of having a pretty long campaign, and then of course having, multiplayer perspectives and such in at least GTA 5. I want to see that, but I'd love to even be able to do more within the world, that being the Grand Theft Auto universe in GTA 6. Having a longer campaign would be pretty awesome in my opinion. And that leads us into number 3, guys. I really want them to expand upon GTA Online, which I think GTA Online is something that, some people love it, some people hate it, but at the same time, this is a massive, massive multiplayer experience for many people out there. And I've really enjoyed the GTA Online experience, but look, there's always ways that you can improve something, and I think that there's definitely ways that they can improve GTA Online between GTA 5 to GTA 6. And so whether you're talking from a graphic standpoint, whether you're talking about having more customizable options, having more earnable items and things of that nature, as well as just more things that you can do within GTA Online will obviously be really important. So expanding upon it, guys, maybe having more co-op missions, more things you can do with your friends, more ways in which, like I said, more things to customize, more earnable things and Easter eggs and things of that nature that you can be searching for and looking for, I think would be really awesome as well throughout the course. Now, they've done a really good job, guys. Don't get me wrong with GTA Online up to this point. They're consistently updating it. They're doing a really good job. The same thing with like Red Dead Online. But I think, guys, with the next gen hardware, they can take that next step. That leads me, guys, to number 4 is kind of getting us back to the campaign here. I really would like, as I said earlier, I want them to have new characters overall, but I also want to have some existing characters. I really want this story to tie into the other GTA stories in one way, shape, or form. Whether that means they tie it into GTA 5 because that's more, recent, I think that would be awesome. In a number of ways, guys, I think it would be really cool to see them tie the story together into like GTA 5. At the end of GTA 5, not necessarily a cliffhanger, but at the same time, there's obviously room for us to continue moving forward in, like kind of building off of GTA 5. And so I think that would be really awesome to see what happens afterwards and what is canon and such. So personally, I would love them to tie into GTA 5 at least. I think that would be something really exciting and get people really excited for the next addition to the Grand Theft Auto universe, that being like GTA 7. But I just think it would be cool to see them tie it in one way or another to some of the other games, so it starts making more sense how this world all kind of comes together. And that leads me, guys, into number 5, which is a number of things here, actually, a number of things within, number 5. Number 1 is I'd like to see a new character, which obviously we want new characters, but I really want a character that we play as, not necessarily 3 like we had in GTA 5. I'd like us to take the helm of one character again. We tried it with 3, that being in GTA 5. I'd like to see one character this time. Now, that being said, I'd also like to have it where this character also has like a sidekick or someone that kind of works with them, that being kind of opening the door to more co-op elements to GTA 6 where you can kind of play with your friends and such. I think that would be a really interesting concept, but I think there should be one person who we see kind of their narrative and how that maybe ties into GTA 5 in one way, shape, or form. I think that would be really cool, or at least having a sidekick, like somebody who's kind of with the main character that you can kind of open the door to co-op options. And so maybe after you beat the campaign by yourself in the single player, perspective, you can go ahead and kind of go back and play with your friends, but you can play as the other, side character that is your partner throughout it. I think that would be a really cool concept in my opinion. So I'd like to see one character. We tried 3. Let's go back to 1. I'd also like to see some free-to-play elements, guys, that being like GTA Online or maybe, some of the co-op missions, like side missions and stuff. I'd love to see some free-to-play elements to GTA 6. I hope they do that moving into it, even if it's like free-to-play weekends and such. That'd be really cool. Or like free DLC where you don't necessarily have to pay for DLC. That'd be really nice as well. And then that kind of gets me to, just as far as the world is concerned of Grand Theft Auto, wherever it's set in, I'd like to have even more things that we can do along the journey, whether we're talking from a perspective of, you know, just having things that we can do, things that we can see like along the journey, which obviously there's a lot of side missions in GTA 5 and some of the other, you know, Grand Theft Auto games, but even more ways and more things to do along the journey I think would be really awesome moving into GTA 6. So that if, for those of you who don't like playing the GTA Online, you really just like the campaign, there's more things that you're able to do along the journey to keep you coming back over and over again until like DLC and such comes out, which hopefully that DLC is free to play. But those guys are the 5 things that I want to see in Grand Theft Auto 6. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys want to see? What are your top 5 things that you want in GTA 6? Let me know in the comment section below. And for more GTA 6 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.